Autobots, transform!
Hello everybody, welcome to another toy review. I am George, the 80s Transformer fan, and I'm doing a reissue of 80s Transformer. And before I get started, I always say that every toy has a story. And I want to get to a story about this toy immediately. I found this at Wal Mart in Novi, Michigan. It was 15 bucks. And I know you might not believe me, because I know a lot of people didn't believe me, but this is my receipt. If I got it in frame, Starscream, the code number, $15. I bought two of them, $15. And anyway, this is my receipt. So anyway, this is Starscream's G1 reissue packaging, and it's the vintage style artwork. I think it's a print or a copy of the vintage artwork. Here he is inside the packaging. What's different than this from the Toys R Us reissue? He comes with the Megatron gun that came with the book style Takara anime color Starscream, which will make an appearance in this review. Spoiler. Decepticon Air Commander down here, ages 8 and up. The old school Hasbro logo with the little boy and girl back to back. Top of the box shows a bit of transformation. Side of the box, and the side of the box is new and old because it has the reissue missiles on here this time, but it has the original short bombs on there. That's not how they look in this box. And here it is, same thing on the bottom, same thing on the side. The reverse of the package, I get it in. The vintage battle scene that we all know and love, that we just stared at when we were kids and imagined they were battling in the skies over Earth. And down is the bio, the bilingual bio down here. Let me see if I can get it in for all those of you who like to read them. And here is his power readout: strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank, courage, firepower, and skill. And what kills me is a lot of this stuff doesn't match up. Like he's the Air Commander. Let me see if I can hit it real quick. Where is it at? Oh, his rank. He's the Air Commander, so he's in charge of a division, but his rank is a 5. So yeah, I think they were just like whatever on that. And the bottom of the box. All right, everybody, here he is with the old guy, and here's the box. I never realized how faded or washed out my toys have become until I break out a new one like this, and it's a real eye opener. But anyway, here he is, and you can see, wow, this box is just popping over this one. Mine has some yellowing from sitting in the light on my shelf. There's original artwork, the original style. You can tell they didn't quite do the writing like they did over here. I mean, it's the same lettering, but like the coloring they didn't quite nail. Not just that it's darker, but they didn't add in the extra shading. And the back of the packaging, Starscream over here, single language over here. Let me see if his rank is the same over here. Yep, rank is the same. But here are the back, scoot it back, get it in the back of the packaging. So anyway, get the vintage guy out of here, spin this guy around. All right, to get Starscream open, take my trusty X-Acto knife, slice the tape on the side of the box. He wouldn't release it. Here he is in the packaging. He's in the clamshell. Sticker sheet and instructions hanging out on the back. Right here. Starscream in the clam. So I'm going to get him out of here. He actually, oh wow, he comes with the landing gear attached. Most of the time, every other reissue and vintage Transformer Seeker Jet I've ever seen, the landing gear is laying down inside the packaging. But he has landing gear. Then his missiles are attached. Normally they're to the side, and they're the big, ugly, disgusting missile things. I actually sold my original Toys R Us because I couldn't stand looking at the missiles. And if you try to buy the missiles, oh, they actually fire. What's up with that? Oh, wow. I can't believe it. They actually fire. And Devastator weapons don't fire. Maybe they can fire because they're longer. I don't know. But my point is, you can't take a vintage missile and put it in there. So you have to buy the whole new thing. And the vintage missiles for a Starscream and the launcher will run you like $40, which is what this damn toy costs. So it's kind of pointless to try to put some vintage unless you have them laying around. But anyway, the missiles actually freaking fire and fire pretty well. Wow. Okay, let me continue to get his necessary parts out of the packaging. Get his wings on, and his stickers are done where the silver is done in a very metallic chrome. I guess they're doing all the stickers that way. The plastic feels pretty good while I'm touching it. So here is the completed Starscream in his jet mode. Some of this mess out of here. Put him down. He rolls pretty good on that die cast landing gear. Not that that's not what you're gonna do with him. Oh, for years a guy posted it on Facebook, and it sparked a big discussion. In the movie Top Gun, Goose gives his son, when he meets his son and his girlfriend or whatever wife at the airport, he gives his son a jet. And for 20 years I thought it was just a toy jet. It wasn't until like, was it 2004, 2005 when I had a HD flat screen TV and Top Gun was on HBO, and you can see it was Starscream. I'm like, holy like all these years he gave his son a Starscream in the movie Top Gun, and he's just playing with it. And I swear, on a picture tube TV without HD, I could not tell. I didn't see it at the show. I could not tell it was Starscream. But all right, before I just want to show you the sticker sheet, and I might as well pull out the instructions too. It's a real simple instruction booklet, just like with Devastator. It's just 2 panels, or 4 panels if you count front and back, and it will show you transmission. And the sticker sheet is pretty standard. It always had the silver, but it's not as silvery as his wing. And if I remember the G1, I got it over here. It's supposed to be white. This is white and not silver, and they just did it in silver. If it's coming across, because looking through my monitor, it kind of actually looks white, but it's a silver. Oh, and the rub sign, fake rub sign. We're used to it now. Doesn't work. The heat signature thing doesn't work. All right, here's Starscream all stickered up, and I hope I did a good job lining them up. Went off camera, so I didn't jack it up, reach around the camera, putting them on just to show you. And his paint looks good. He still has the die cast wheels, the die cast chest. All the red is die cast. And the plastic feels good. It doesn't look weird like Devastator. Devastator looked weird, but felt great. He has the opening cockpit. And a lot of people will point out that it is not cartoon accurate. The cartoon gave everybody like the orange or amber cockpit. And one thing on all the reissues, you can tell on the vintage one, the wings actually touch the corners. You don't have this big old gap in your toy. And if you ever see like these gaps, it's a reissue. It's usually due to the fact that the pegs won't go in all the way, but I have shaved mine down where I can get it in there flush on some of the other ones, but this one is styled different. The peg is all the way in there and it's still sticking out. This port sticks out too far is what it is. And other than that, and the wings are kind of loose. They turn pretty easily. Probably the only drawback I see so far. Okay, real quick, put my money where my mouth is. This is my vintage Starscream, and you can see where the panels are close to the body and the giant gap over here. Vintage, which is trying to turn yellow on me. Oh no, oh no. You can never tell till you get like a new one. He has like the short, people call them short bombs, but these were supposed to be like machine guns, Gatling guns. And you plug these in, and this is where it really sucks at. And then you just got this. This is supposed to be flush like and turning like. But these giant things fire as well. Well, maybe not. Let me try this one. Got that one. This one's sticking some for whatever reason. Probably needs some trim or it's bent. But anyway, get this guy transformed, and he's pretty much he's got some parts forming going on. You just pull the feet down, rotate the fins at the bottom. Take off this landing gear. Push his arms, bring this down, push his arms through the back. Rotate these wings down. Pull his arms around. Separate the nose cone from the cockpit. Push it through his abdomen. Bring up his head. There's his face. Oh, he has painted on eyes, which is cool. I was wondering why they went on a sticker sheet. He has like some goldish painted on eyes. That works for me. Now, I wondered why. And then all the reissues, they have the eyes on the sticker sheet. They always lift. They never stay on it. Even a lot of the G1s, you couldn't get to stay on there. And speaking of stay on, this one wing keeps coming off. Okay, anyway, you rotate the wings around. And depending on how you want, you can leave them in the front like this. Or you scooch them to the back just a little bit. Raise them over the rudder, I think it is. Let me get his fist out. He has new modified fists with holes in them. So he's able to hold a Megatron gun. You plug the fist on. A la G1. Take his launchers off the back of his wings. They go into the sides of his arm. And we can get his missiles back out here. Put these in there. This one side has like a little bit of sloppy melted like plastic melting over to the other part. I don't think it's paint. It might be paint. Might have just painted it. But here is Wal Mart's reissue of Generation 1 Starscream. And all his G1 goody goodness. Take a look at him. This is him from the back. And you know G1, you already know the articulation is nothing. All he has is the arm rotation. It will 360, but the wing is in the way. In the cannon rotation, the null ray. That's all he has. You won't get anything out of the hands or the wrist or anything like that. Nothing from the head, nothing from the legs. You just kind of die on the bot. And then you was able to fire the missiles. Die! So yeah, they actually did a reissue like 16 years ago now. This was like, or maybe a little bit longer than, it's like 2002. It was a book style reissue. They called it the book style, came in this packaging right here. And he was the first figure to come with the Megatron gun. This was his appeal. And it's a lot glossier than this one. The Decepticon symbol has white paint behind it, making it stand out more. And it was basically blue plastic like him painted over. It's all blue in there. And anyway, this was the first one. He was anime accurate. And it's like the third or fourth reissue they did of Starscream. Anime accurate. He has the amber cockpit and a sticker for the eyes. And you see the sticker is coming off. Most G1 fans know this, but if you're just watching this and you're a new collector of Transformers, the eyes are usually stickers. But I think the paint is 1,000 times better. It would have been nice if they hit it with some red. But anyway, here are the two Starscreams holding the Megatron gun. And you can see the obvious difference in the missiles. And the best thing about this Dakar version, the greatest thing that they did was they packed in, not only was it anime accurate color for the first time ever, not only did they give you the Megatron gun for the first time ever that he can hold, but they gave you a modified Optimus Prime fist. And what you could do is take your G1 Optimus Prime, plug in the fist, poured it into his hand, top and bottom, just like Starscream, and you can recreate that one episode where he actually transformed Megatron and fired him at the Insecticons, which was so freaking cool. This was, when this came out, this was an absolute must-have. And I'm showing you this because get this guy back and get this guy back. This guy didn't come with it. They didn't bother. They recreated the whole Megatron gun thing, but did not bother to give us the Optimus Prime fist, which is cool though. It's cool. And for those of you who don't know, this is a standard Starscream fist. Absolutely no hold at all. Absolutely no peg at the bottom at all. If I'm showing it to you. Standard Starscream fist. But it's still cool. It really is that we got the Megatron gun. And now I have two different versions of this figure with the Megatron gun. And if you know me, I love to yin and yang my toys. Have this version versus this version of the toy. I think it's really sweet. Now I have two different versions. They can just sit together on my toy shelf just like this. And for $34, I got mine for $15, but he's retailing at $34. I think he's a pretty cool pickup, especially if you don't have like the little Megatron gun thing. It's another Starscream to sit on your shelf. But I am George, the 80s Transformer fan. I really hope you love the toy review. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'm out of here.
Autobots, transform!